stoic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm not stopping.
Versus one-on-one.
Time to select a stage.
Round fight.
Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match.
Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, cause you know it's my time. Rock till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like I can fight them all, boy. The time has come, the bell is rung. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star, boy. My blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
They ain't built them like me. Vision myself a champion, one day I might be. Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. The super armor does its job. Inagire beats it up with a combo into super KO. Bags the round. What did you make of it? All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Jump. Sandblast. Jumps in. They're backed up into the corner. Hits them with a stop and bop. In there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They're really being worked over in the corner. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Well-timed corner smash. KO. You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going. Medium kick hit. Throws him. What's next? Awesome! Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Not much life difference. Checks with a medium kick. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Jump and whip! They're wide open! Jump! And all the throw connects! They gotta dig down deep here. Closes it out! Man, they just scrapped that! What did you think? This is it! The drive impact doesn't work! The Pale Rider's falling! Looking to put him 6 feet under with his falling! Impact squashed! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Uh-oh! This could really tip the scales! This might be a hit. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack! Close range projectile! What a finish! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show, that match had it all! A jump in reads the jump in perfectly! Scrapping it out up close! Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Oh, easy tech. Oh! And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Connects with medium kick. Ah, burnout activates. One combo can end this round right now. KO! Yo, that fight was dripping with tension. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Pokes with a medium kick. Dashes forward. Big opportunity now. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. They knew the counterattack was coming.
危なかった。SE ゲージを使って。
Experiencing burnout.
守りが崩れた。SE には気をつけて。
Checks with a medium kick.
有利に進められてるね。
Going in? A real test of there's a burnout.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかも。いけるよ。
Will this be enough to kill? Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? They're in flatline zone.
すげえ。言うことなしの内容だ。
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
頑張れ。
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
冴えてる。
Ooh, what a smart throw.
手のひらの上ってことですわ。
They're sitting on a full super art cage now. Ugh, scuffle. All in with the rush. Somehow manages to block the jump in. What are they gonna do? This could lead to some big damage. Escapes the corner.
見てくれ。まだまだいっちゃおう。
Nothing stops this train.
素晴らしい。ファイヤー。
No hesitation or regret. Hits him with a hit SFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
最初に先生も勝った方が偉いって言ってました。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Blossom! Blocks it! Sandblast! The jump in is denied.
そうそう。
Pressuring them in the corner.
この攻めを通したい。
Jump in finds the mark. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
ここからここから。
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Gets them.
オーケー。
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
いやーうまい。熱く攻めるかクールに守るか楽しみです。
You got that right. Oh, next round started. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
強みで押し付けていけ。もっと気軽に攻め込んでみてもいいかもね。
Oh, burnout triggered. Scrapping it out up close. Brushes that off and keeps going.
ダメージにつなげられてないぞ。
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね。
Yo, critical art now.
いいよー。
Gets the crit. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up.
まだまだいけるよ。
Closes it out.
すごすぎる。
Sammy wins round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
あ、いた感じしてきます。ゲーム見てますっと。
Player 2 chases them down.
なんとか切り抜けたい。ゲージに注意。
Good anti-air.
うまいですね。
Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
まあそういうこともありますわな。
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO!
Round two.
Oh man, they were all over him. Yo, what was your take on that?
それはどう対応したらいいんでしょうかね。
Denies the jump in.
そうそうそう。
Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
素晴らしい。マイヤー、冴えてる。
Not much life difference. Eraser hit. We're gonna see it rain.
そうそうそう。
Crowns them from above. It's a good spot to use the super.
手のひらの上ってことですわ。
What Clutch anti-air.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
What a finish.
すごすぎる。
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What do you think?
いやー、本当ありがとね。
Medium kick. Big counter. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
反則のインパクトを許すな。
Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Knockdown. They are battling it out tooth and nail. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく。
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
攻めのリソースはたっぷりあるはず。
KO!
めっちゃいいやん。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
ハイドリ先生、勝ちましたよ。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up a notch. Grabs them.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく。
Okay, they trade hits. Checks with a medium kick. Big throws.
そうそうそう。
Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
最後まで気を抜かないで。
Throw connects him to connects with the throw.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
This is gonna hurt.
超いい感じ。
Will this super art flatline zone?
マジでいい。マジでいい。
A decisive one. How was it all looking from where you're sitting?
ストリートファイターは楽しいね。
Jumps in. Goes for the drive rush there. Checks with the projectile. Goes for the throw.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく。
Parries the projectile. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Gets back into the corner with pressure building.
なんとか切り抜けたい。ゲージに注意。
Had the radar up and running.
ゲーム見てますっと。
Very solid corner switch. Player 1 in trouble with no drive.
そうそうそう。
Oh god, this is tense.
一発の音楽。
Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
やるなー。
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
いやー、どっちも強い。次は鳴らしましょう。
Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
ゲーム見てますっと。
Holds out with the block. Player 2 needs to keep experiencing burnout.
守りは崩れた。SN には気をつけて。いい感じだ。
Exchange blows.
深い一撃だ。
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this?
うわー。
Just goes for it at this range.
素晴らしい。ファイター。
A real pep. Oh, yo! What a finish!
めっちゃいいやん。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
本当にすごいです。いい試合をありがとうございます。
Combo with the target combo. Throws them to negate the block.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
この攻めを通したい。
There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open.
攻めにもいけちゃうよ。
Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. This KO.
やるなー。
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity, but how will that affect the next round?
確かに。ジャストに効いたけど、すごい力きました。
Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
なんとか切り抜けたい。ページに注意。いろいろな技が出せてすごい。
This is a turning. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps in.
ここだったな、今の。
In there.
OK。
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
いや、素晴らしい。さすがです。
Brushes off the impact.
二人の前で打ってんだ。
Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Was looking for that jump attack. Throws them to negate the block. No more drive gauge. Player 2 will look to get some. Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next? You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? Goes for the jump in. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Uses the target combo as a filler. Nowhere to run. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Burnout activates. Hits him with the wraps it up with a decisive combo. Oh my days, that was a real intense fight. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Box him with a target combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Time to do some damage after that wall splatter. KO. Bags the round. What did you make of it? You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to draw super hard incoming? You've gotta be pumped the brakes on the impact. They back it, burns out. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Sandblast. A jump. A trade, but still works out. Gotta do better than that. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Takes them down with a pale rider. On for some ground and pound. Big gauge lead here. Burns out. Oh man, this is a scary range. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Finds the target. That corner is starting to look scary. Throw is denied. What a read. Crowns them from above. They are done. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Backs them into the corner. Grabs them. The super armor does its job. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets them. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up a notch. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Springs forward with the drive rush. Smart play with the throw.
ナイスナイス
Pulls him. Throws a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Looking to impress with this sweeper.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい
They've got the meter for a drive impact. Drive gauge gap here. Big hits them with a stopping body. More fuel to the fire. More fuel to the fire. Cook KO.
めっちゃいいやん
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
本当にすごいですいい試合をありがとうございます
Gets a chance with that jump in. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
落ち着いていこうね
Player 2 chases them down.
なんとか切り抜けたいステージに注意
Starts with a jump in.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ本当に
Throws them to negate the block. Combo with the tuck KO.
ほら素晴らしい
Not sure how you can break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
確かに言ったけどすごい探しました
Throws them. What's next?
うんうん
Uses the gauge for a super arc.
そうそうそう
Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up.
優勝使って逆転を狙うか
Still slugging it out at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO!
マジでいいマジでいい
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we gonna witness a blow-up here?
白ごまがちげえや
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
この攻めを通したい
Combo with the target combo.
うんうん
Throws them to negate the block.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ本当に
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. What's their game for KO?
ナイス
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
素晴らしいですね意識したことができてるんじゃないでしょうか
You got that one. Oh, next round starting. Hopes with the medium kick. Big counter.
おー偉い
They're backed up into the corner.
お互い慎重な動きだ
Ah, burnout activates.
守りは崩れた犠牲には気をつけて
No, are they actually dead? Those fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. They're going for the super KO.
危な
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
ー今なら何でも倒せそうな気がする
Gets the counter hit throw.
まあそういうこともありますわな
Lots of aggression from both sides. Backs them into the corner. That was a solid anti-air.
攻めにもいけちゃうよ
They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard.
そうそう
Throws them down.
うまいですね
Takes a trip. Checks them with a projectile. Neither of them willing to back off. KO.
オーケ
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
ーということでマジですねめっちゃすごいでしたよ
All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Experiencing burnout.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかもいけるよ
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Are we going to see a comeback? There's a burnout.
わかんないぞあれ
The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. KO.
オーケ
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in.
Practice. First practice training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part, they like...
We're in for something special right here, right now.
いやー楽しみです。
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
頑張って解説していきたいと思います。
Throws them down.
リンクの隙に差し込んでいく。
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
落ち着いていこうね。
Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive.
そうそうそう。
Life lead opens up. Fully charged. They saw a path and they took it.
やるなー。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
素晴らしいですね。意識したことができるんじゃないでしょうか。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Player 1 has the life advantage.
ドライブ天気でも注意してね。
It's a good spot to use the super.
そうそうそう。
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corners. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
めっちゃいいやん。
Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
いや素晴らしい。さすがです。
Well-timed command throw there. Still slugging it out here. No good up high.
できるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
Burnout is triggered. Did this super art connect?
うわ、僕出したな今の。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round.
オーケー。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
言うことなしですね。そうでしたよ。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up or not. Drive runs to keep it going. Still scrapping for experiencing burnout.
守りは崩れた。上には気をつけて。いろいろな技が出せてすごい。
Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Grabs and throws him away. 1-0 springs forward with the drive rush. Back into the corner. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. That combo finishes it!
すごすぎる。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
いやー、本当ありがとね。
So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
何が起こるか楽しみです。
Lots of aggression from both sides. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good lead.
二人の前で打ってた。
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. Gets them.
やるな
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
ー。はい、鳥先生、勝ちましたよ。
All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Got their eye on the air.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
Still plenty of time left.
ゲージは大丈夫？回復するのもありだよ。
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler.
もっと気軽に攻め込んでみてもいいかもね。
Both springs forward with the drive rush. Big opportunity now in this corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね。
Will we see a drive impact?
展開が早い。相手もついてこれてないぞ。
A real test of nerves here. Looking for a two. That's how you close it out. What a beast!
マジでいい。マジでいい。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
うわー、頑張れー。
Drops and hard.
ナイスナイス。
This can lead to some big damage. Solid anti-air.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
Takes it all off the super. Not shy one bit about it. Super. Wow, reads the counterattack.
危なかった。
Here comes, there's a burnout.
守りは崩れた。SE には気をつけて。
We see a drive hit that closes it out.
めっちゃいいやん。
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
本当にすごいです。いい試合をありがとうございます。
Barely blocks the jump in. Gets the jump in. Throws him. What's next?
連携の隙に差し込んでいく。
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
迷ったら滑るのもいいと思うぞ。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
うまいですね。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
なんとか切り抜けたい。ステージに注意。そうそう。もう少しで勝てそう。
Throws them. What's next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. So little life left. Burnout gets him.
Okay.
Player one took that convincingly. But what's next?
いやー、うまい。熱く攻めるかクールに守るか楽しみです。
You got that right. Oh, next round starting. Breaks the block with a throw.
そうそうそう。
Then bends the meter, hoping for a good return.
手のひらの上ってことですわ。
They've got the meter for a drive impact. Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
マジでいい。マジでいい。
Goes for the jump in to start. The last round. It's now or never.
スリルがジョージが出るんだ。応援してるぞ。
We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Knocked them out of the air.
ナイスナイス。いろいろな技が出せてすごい。
It turns out. Here comes the corner pressure. Impact squash.
ナイスガード。
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Somehow man throws them.
手のひらの上ってことですわ。
Low heavy, but no go. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
危なかった。
Reversal. It turns out.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかも。いけるよ。
And good decision with that throw.
きたー。
A wheel burns out.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかも。いけるよ。
What a finish.
すごすぎる。
Cammy.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
本当にすごいです。いい試合をありがとうございます。
Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
なんとか切り抜けたい。ステージに注意。 見てますっと。
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan.
そうそうそう。もう少しで勝てそう。
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO!
ほら素晴らしい。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
いやー、うまい。熱く攻めるかクールに守るか楽しみです。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね。
Crunchy Tiger Knee! Max springs forward with the drive rush. Tiger Knee looking to impress with this super.
ナイスナイス。
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. In there!
オーケー。
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
今なら誰でも倒せそうな気がする。
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Goes in on the impact for nothing.
これはしょうがないですわな。
Pressuring them in the corner.
この攻めを通したい。
Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner.
ドライブゲージにも注意してね。
Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
ほら素晴らしい。
That round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
確かにお花畑に行く余裕すらあったかもしれません。
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
そのことを信じていけ。
Fully charged Tiger Uppercut shreds him. A quick breather. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger?
一発入れば逆転もありそう。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
素晴らしい。うまいな。
Will we see a drive impact? The God is prey in his sights. He's about to tear the flesh right off the bone with his Tiger Vanquisher! Player KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Goes for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Box him with a target. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? The jump in is denied. Dashes forward. That's a counter. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Jumps? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. The springs forward with the drive rush. It's in there! Player 2 may have a well of untapped potential. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Player 1 has the life lead. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Spring brushes that off and keeps going. Will Reese wraps it up with a decisive combo. Bags the round. What did you make of it? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up a notch. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Burnout activates. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? The jumping dare flatlines them. Oh my days, that was a real intense fight. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From up above, throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Got their eye on the air. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? In an overdrive cannon spike. Jump. Burnout activates. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. That round had some interesting twists to it. What are your thoughts? Yeah, good observation. I hope they make a note of that. Had the radar up and running. Goes for max damage output with the uppercut. How can they steal this win in such a precarious KO? That was some rock solid play we just saw there. If that continues, we might be looking at an early end to this fight. Springs hits him with a stopping bomb. Drops them from the air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Real Tiger Nova! Player bears a burnout.
わかんないよ。待て
Noticeable life lead. Time to make them famous. It is over.
おお、大会さながらの動きでした。
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.